First responders are often the primary line of defense for you and your family, answering the call to an evolving variety of dangerous situations. When it comes to firefighters on Delmarva, many have made a career out of providing assistance at the scene of an emergency, and many others volunteer their services. Lisa stopped by the Ellendale Fire Department to learn more about the need for more volunteers and how volunteering can impact your life as well as your community.
Any day, any time of the day, even in the middle of the night, without hesitation, they jump into this protective gear, and then they jump into what could be the worst day of your life. I, of course, am talking about firefighters. And in Delaware, all fire companies rely on volunteers. And as you can imagine, with the pandemic, it's been difficult to not only fundraise to support their operations, but to recruit and retain volunteers. Representing the fire companies is the Delaware Volunteer Firefighters Association. And this is Ron O'Neill, and he is the Sussex County Director and Chair of the statewide Recruitment and Retention Committee. Ron, thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you.
So tell us, what is the Delaware Volunteer Firefighters Association?
The DVFA, or Delaware Volunteer Firefighters Association, represents the 60 fire companies up and down the state in all 3 counties. It's basically a united voice to represent all those organizations and all those members in statewide events and also in legislation where we go to look for different laws or different bills that have to be passed.
Sure, sure. Now, I know that even before the pandemic, it was a challenge to recruit volunteers. What has the last 10 months been like for you?
A lot of the firehouses have been closed simply because of the pandemic. So there have been no open houses. There have been no operations where people can come to the firehouse and just ask the question, what do I need to do to volunteer?
And when you say volunteer, you're not talking about just the first line of defense, the people on the front lines. It could be all different kinds of positions.
There are a number of positions within the firehouse. You have the firefighters themselves, you have EMTs, used to be the ladies auxiliary. It's not the ladies auxiliary anymore, it's the auxiliary, because you do have a lot of men joining that type of organization. You have fire police, you have administrative duties. So there are a lot of jobs around the firehouse that don't involve just actual firefighting.
Sure, sure. Why do you think it's important for folks to volunteer for their fire companies?
It's a sense of pride in your community. It's a sense of helping people out. It makes you, it's the internal feeling that you get when you do something like that. And I think that's what a lot of people recognize, and they see that as they volunteer. It's part of that community, it's part of that team. It's building those relationships.
Sure, sure. And there are some other benefits as well. I mean, financial benefits?
There are some things that are the opportunity for the firefighters or the active firefighters. There's the $400 tax credit on the Delaware state tax, the income tax. There are medical benefits, there are pension plans.
Now tell me about training.
Training is mostly taken care of through the Delaware State Fire School. And usually every fire company, there's 60 fire companies that are operated independently, so usually they will have their own training requirements to be a firefighter. Usually it's basic firefighting, vehicle rescue, and a hazardous material class, and also an EVO, emergency vehicle operator class. And that runs about 86 hours, I think, total. To just become the active firefighter. I
imagine there's a lot to know before you apply, but you guys will help anybody out?
We are willing to help anybody, and if we don't have a particular, if you want to just be an administrative person, or if you want to just help out with fundraisers, we will get you in. We will help you out. We will answer your questions for you.
You will hook them up.
We will get them hooked up.
All right. Thank you, Ron O'Neill with the Delaware Volunteer Firefighters Association. Jimmy?
Did you know in the state of Delaware, 3 out of every 4 firefighters that show up are volunteers? Now, that's considering that Wilmington is the only department that is fully paid. So, when you need firefighters, most of them there have volunteered. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Why don't you try it?